You're not allowed to say no.
Okay.
And you have to follow what I do.
Okay.
I'm not going to do anything weird, I promise.
Okay.
But you're going to try to mirror what I'm doing. So like when I do this.
Is it the same hand or
Yep,
the other
same
hand?
hand.
Same hand.
Yep.
Okay.
Ready? So I'm going to do like a few moves or whatever. And I just need you to follow them. Try to do it at the same time as me.
Okay.
Ready?
Okay. Oh, I moved that one.
Yeah, that was kind of right. It just looked really weird from this direction. Have you done this before?
No.
Ah!
That's not
Jacob got so mad!
Well, I thought you were all proud that I was doing good. I thought I was special.
And the screen protector that's
That doesn't make it okay. Stop! Set it down gently. Let the phone know you love it. No. Hi,
Sissy.
I'm Julie.
I was gonna say my name first.
I'm Alyssa. Do you know your name?
No.
That's Elizabeth.
And this is just stitching
Stitching at the cabin.
if you want to call it that.
I'm wet, so please excuse the crazy hair. It's gonna do weird stuff.
I'm frizzy.
Ooh, look, it's doing weird stuff.
Frizz.
Today is
Monday, the 16th
of
March, 2020.
we're not sick.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I can't guarantee that, but
Okay. we don't think we're sick yet. But now it's choked.
yeah.
I inhale
coughing.
saliva. It's not the virus.
Jake was a firefighter, so we probably
gonna
have it.
get
It's
it.
fine.
And she's gonna bring it to me. I swear it's because I inhaled saliva.
It's just more
not.
stitchy time.
Yeah, you know, I've been watching. I've been looking at.
You didn't put anything under the tripod.
No.
You didn't replace it with something.
Why did it need anything?
I thought you replaced it.
No, I just stole
need
the
to go
thing
down
off
a
my-
little.
I think
Whatever.
it's
It's
fine.
fine.
I've been looking at stitchy stuff, stitchy sites and stuff. And all these people are out of work for 2 weeks and stitching. And I'm so jealous, because I
huh?
work from home. So nothing changed for me.
I went on that vacation and I was so excited. And then I got maybe 10 stitches done on a project I brought because somebody is needy.
Not me, I wasn't there. I would have throat punched him so you could have stitched.
See, vacation time isn't all it's always cracked up to be.
True dat.
True dat. So what's on the menu today,
Menu.
Mama Foo?
Well, welcome back to those who came back.
Is this Cross
welcome
Stitch channel?
to the new people.
Hi, that's cool.
I
Watch
had-
other ones.
I had coffee, so I'm like, wah!
I kept asking her if she's okay. I don't think she's okay.
She's like, you okay? I'm like, for the next 16 minutes, because it was 16 minutes for the end of the workday, for the next 16 minutes, you have to like babysit me. Don't let me buy stuff, because I drink the coffee,
I
then
can't
buy
promise
the
she
things.
didn't buy anything.
Oh, I bought, not today, but I bought lots of stuff.
Is the camera okay? I feel like it's still more on me than it is on you.
People like you better. It's okay.
You don't. And you have more stuff.
Yeah, but
You have so much stuff.
I do have a lot of stuff.
So much stuff.
This should have been fast, but since it's been 2 weeks, I have stuff. Plus, okay, now this has nothing to do with the stuff I have, but I was talking to my husband over the weekend, and we were talking about stitchy stuff, because I think I was whining that all these people get stitchy time and I don't, and since he's kind of in charge of the company, I was like, could you just shut it down for 2 weeks?
I need you to take a deep breath in and a deep breath out.
And
You didn't do the breath. I just need... That was one really long sentence.
so, we were talking about stitchy stuff, and he was saying, you should just buy anything you want. And I was like, but, I can't live long enough to stitch it all. So that seems kind of unreasonable to do that. Like, I can't stitch it. He's like, but don't you get joy when you walk into your stitching room and you see this stuff? And I was like, oh, absolutely. I could just look at my basket of charts for like an hour and not even touch it. Just look at it and I'd be happy. He's like, so you should just buy the things that you want. It makes you happy. I love him. Now this was yesterday or the day before, so I haven't done any damage yet, but watch out.
Oh
when you
my
put
God.
it that way, but little picky about what I stitch. I know you don't believe me because I have 2001 things, but I don't just want everything I see.
But with that being said, this episode is probably going to be 2 hours because there is so much.
There's a lot of stuff.
There's so much stuff I'm going to have to edit.
Know about.
Okay, let's just. I feel like I should just go first. And,
okay.
And then you can.
We'll just get you out of the way.
Yeah, that's kind of how. And then I can go take a nap.
No.
We'll go get a snack.
No, people like you. You have to stay here and you have to have more energy.
I'm so tired.
I promise if Stitch Shenanigans is a thing, I won't lick anyone and I won't bite anyone because of the virus. That's not nice.
Okay. So, between the last time I saw you and before the trip, I worked on Universe in a Jar. Which I think, did I tell you, did we spin that in the last episode? And then I was like, ha, joke's on you. I was already going to...
Yeah, that's
already going to stitch that. Well, I
right.
did. I planned on stitching it, and then I stitched it. I think it was like the next day. And I did. It won't look like it because it never looks like it.
It does.
I did about 800 stitches that day.
That's a lot.
I didn't work on it again since then because I was gone.
You did 800 in one day?
Oh, yeah, that was one day.
Holy mother of stitching.
Oh, yeah. No, it was all day. It was a full 8 or 9 hour day.
If you had 2 weeks off without him, you'd finish that thing.
Maybe not that far, because you're not going to be impressed with how much progress there is, but
I've
was
seen it,
y'all.
but I'm
Yeah,
still
she's
impressed.
not.
I really like that strange whitish blue thing.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just a globe. I realize
you think it's
now.
a globe? I think
yeah.
it looks like smoke, like
no, I think
the
it's
top
one
of a jar.
That's what I meant, like the jar thing. Like,
Yeah, but not like a globe.
no, I don't mean like a world globe. I mean like the bottom of that. What that is, that's like the top ornament thing. This is the back side. Don't freak out. This is like a top ornament thingy, and there's like a globe, like a spherical glass
Object.
container. Yes. So I think that's what this thing that I was previously calling the unicorn. That
I'm so tempted to look. I keep saying that, and I don't ever look. I should
know,
just
right?
look. I love that because I got to see it earlier because she set her stuff down when she came in, and that was on top, and I was like,
Even with before and after pictures, you're gonna be like, that's not 800 stitches.
it's 800.
I don't think it is. But
Anybody who
Pattern
works-
Keeper said it was. So
Anyone that works on full
believe
coverage
it.
knows that 800 doesn't look like diddly squishals.
yeah, you should just do a next one, and then
Okay,
we'll
so
rotate
you
for
done?
3 because I have 3.
Okay, so I know it's been 2 weeks. You're expecting huge changes on this, but I actually got obsessed with something, and I didn't work on keto for a few days, which is insane because
Unheard of.
I always work on keto. I did work on it this morning, but I didn't have a lot of time, so it was only like 50 something stitches. But there's keto. I had finished the bottom of the page. I don't know if you saw that. Probably not.
I think right before.
And then I started up here on the next chunk. I mean, it's not the whole page, but
That
well,
looks like more stitches
it
than
is
what
part
I
of the
did.
page, but then that, skinny page, and then, yeah, we got this. So, yeah, there's keto progress.
Looks really good from the back.
Thank you.
Actually, it looks, and don't take this the wrong way, turn it around. It looks a lot better on this side on the back than it does on this side on the back.
Yeah, well, there's stuff over here. There's tree over here. Over
Yeah.
here, there's just, here's the back she's talking about with nothing. And then here's the back with, like, tree.
Yeah, but I'm saying that looks
So,
better
Yeah,
on the back.
because it's stuff happening.
I guess.
But
Right
anyway,
here.
I'm actually getting into a section that is not black. There's a whole lot of colors.
That's,
I mean, not color. But,
that's shocking.
It's just not black.
Shocking.
Shocking.
Also, last week before I went on the trip, I worked on my Christmas Village Afghan, Stoney Creek.
Afghan.
I don't think I did that much. I looked at pictures, and the picture I had actually wasn't the most recent one because I forgot to take a picture.
Oops.
But I'm pretty sure I did more backstitching since that time. I think I did this.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
That might be the only thing I've done, honestly. And I think I added more brown.
That one little.
Yeah, that was a pin stitch for something. Don't mind that. That'll come out later.
I'm not even sure I remember that you had filled in the little.
Those I had, yeah.
You really need a snag nab at
I
those.
know, right?
You gotta find your snag nab.
I need to be snag nabbed bad.
Did you ever find it?
I haven't looked yet.
It's been
Keep
like
not looking.
2 months.
It's not in a convenient place. See,
People
I'm
can
pretty
see
sure
me.
I
I'm
did.
Looking at my...
Yes, you're not paying attention.
Well,
I think this is the
somebody's
backstitching I
texting
did.
me.
And then I think I did more of this brown down here because I only had one of the colors.
That's
on the thread drop, and I didn't have this brown on the thread drop. Not that you can tell there's a difference in the color browns because they look exactly the same. But those are 2 different colored browns, and one of them is now thread dropped. Yeah, don't pluck at that. She's plucking at my threads, and this is why I said I need to have a cover on the back side of this when it's done.
I admit, if I was laying in bed
like
and it was covering me, I'd be looking at the back and like,
yeah,
fingering it.
This is why I need felt on the back.
Do I get to sleep with it once without felt? Oh, it's a doorknob. I'm like, why is my hair so? It's just a doorknob.
Your turn. Psycho chicken.
Again, you're gonna expect that I would have done more than I did on my chatelaine. But I was obsessed with something, which you'll see soon.
Let's take a picture of my Afghan.
There is my chatelaine. There is a mistake. I will fix it. I'm not going to tell you what it is. It's in the process of being fixed.
Wow.
Aren't you tired of all my mistakes?
Wow. You know, I'm just not really surprised at this point.
I miscounted something.
Yeah, I was going to say, it must be a miscount.
Down here, the color that's over here, it's over there, and I put it in the wrong place, so I just have to move it. No big deal. I just have to move it a little.
Please hold.
So it's been a few days since I worked on that because I got obsessed. And she forgot to bring her temperature tree, so you only get to see mine. You don't get to see a comparison.
Go ahead and do yours, because I'm still trying to get this stuff situated.
Here is my temperature tree. And my hedgehog.
Mine's way behind too because I wasn't here for a week, so I have to do research to see what days it rained while I was gone.
Every day. It has rained every day.
But it didn't rain every day in Malibu, so...
No, I think it didn't rain here yesterday. But that's pretty much about it.
Gonna have to look it up. I'm way behind on that one.
I am actually thinking my tree looks really pretty the last few days.
Did you add a new branch?
I did.
Nice!
Because my husband was gone last week, so I had a little extra time, so I added a branch. So... I have January, February, March, and April, so we're okay for a little bit. And then it's been cold. It's been really cold. All this is cold.
Yeah, it has.
The high today was, I think, 31. Yesterday was like 32, and the day before it was 33.
Wow.
Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is in Celsius.
Oh, yeah. Good.
Negative 80.
No.
Maybe not quite that much, but look how pretty, like, it's pretty.
It is really pretty.
I mean, it's still confused and it's still a clown tree, but
I'm really liking it.
It's pretty.
Very liking it. But you know that's going to turn from pink to red, right?
I know.
Because like we're entering summertime. We're getting there.
Orange red, but it's supposed to snow like a ton. Well, you saw it's already snowing at Home Pass.
Yeah, it is.
It's supposed to snow a ton at the cabin for the next couple of days. So it did snow this weekend, and we got to use the snowblower. And it worked. Well, I wouldn't say he. Because we met there and he had snowblowed it before I got there. But, snowblown. But what did you ask me? Did it work? Yes. Yeah, it worked.
That's good.
So, it was really thick, heavy snow, so it's right through it. He only broke something once because he hit a rock. It was like a pin or something. I wasn't there.
Oh, yeah, because you drove up separately.
Yeah, because he was in Vegas on business for the week, and then I drove up Friday night, but he got back Friday morning, so... He spent the day at the cabin without me.
Yeah.
He was absolutely adorable. I don't think I told you, but he texted me and he was like, alright, so I'm at the cabin and I'm doing like all these projects. And I'm like, hey, okay. And he's like, what time are you coming up? And I was like, well, I can't leave till 5, after work, but I'll come up after that. And he's like, well, bring a couple of birds. I'm like, okay, not a problem. I'll bring birds. So then he texts me at like 2 or 3 o'clock. He's like, okay, I've had enough me time. Can you come up now? I was like, nope. Alyssa's off, so I have to work till 5. Nobody to cover for me. And he's like, have you left yet? He's adorable. I don't think he really meant it, but it was very sweet.
That's very sweet.
Very sweet. So he had everything already when I got there. I mean, he had a root beer float made.
Wow. I love root beer floats. I want a root beer float.
I know, and he found the secret. Warm A&W root beer, not cold, and Haagen-Dazs vanilla ice cream. So good. This is why I gained a pound over the weekend.
That's rude.
So good. That. He had that. He had a fire going. He had everything all set up. Dinner would have been ready, except I had the bread. That was like my one responsibility. I think we had to fetch the birds and all that. But I probably have some bird video for you. When she injects it, turn the sound down and maybe she can lower the sound a little bit because it's a room with the birds. But I wanted people to see what it's like at night in a house with the balloons. So
and this is why I don't want to stay after we film.
All of it so you could see an Ami was upside down. And it's cute.
Can you believe it? Bob's Discount Furniture keeps growing. Exactly. We're opening a new store in Riverside on April 4th, bringing more Bob's Discount on furniture and mattresses to the people of California. Like that Calvin sofa for only $3.99, my Blake dining set for only $4.99, or my Bobby Peter Prize Queen mattress set only $5.99. Recalculating. Okay, I get it. Too much furniture talk, but it's just so interesting, don't you think? Opening in Riverside on April 4th.
You always expect the best deal. That's why Zulily introduced their best price promise. If you find the same item at Amazon.com or Walmart.com, Zulily will match or beat their price. It's
Jerry Price beats the competition so hard through every day. That's right, Dad. And now Verizon has special financing with no money down and no minimum purchase. And Jerry's Price, you don't have to wait for holidays to get great financing offers. You can get that sofa you've been wanting or for
Okay, that's kind of loud.
Oh, keep. No, open the can with the thingy. That thingy. That thingy. Right there.
Hi, Mr. Boopy.
Come on. He's not doing it right.
He usually does it so quickly.
Yeah, he's not doing it right.
Is it the wrong way?
Yeah. Well, mine's not the right way. He puts his beak right here, right here, and then puts the other part of the beak right there, like that.
There you go. Wow,
boy.
good boy, Yummy. Oh, you gonna drink some now? You get a little bit of that.
We went on this camping trip for 4 days, 3 nights. And I wanted to bring stitching, because duh. But also, all of my stitching is on white fabric, which is scary when you're camping.
No. Tent camping, but not
Yes.
like moho camping.
And we went to, it's called Leo Carrillo in Malibu. And so your campground is in a forest, and then you can walk to the beach. Like, it's very, very short, less than half a mile probably, between the campground and the beach. So you get the best of both worlds. You get to go to the beach during the day and have a beach day, but you come home and it's forest. It's really green.
Sing that song.
Don't sing it. I don't know what it is, but don't sing
The
it.
Miley Cyrus, Best of Hannah Montana, Best of Both Worlds.
Yeah, they're two different people. Don't get them confused.
Yeah, well, you know, how anyone could ever tell.
So white fabric was scary because forest is scary and ocean is scary with white fabric.
And probably Jacob.
Yeah. So, and it contained space, and it was supposed to rain, and I didn't want to get wet, and
Food. And
all the dangers that come along with traveling. So I asked you. I said, well, I didn't ask you anything. I said, it sucks because I don't really want to bring something because it's scary. And you said, well, you have a project that isn't white fabric.
dumbass. No, I didn't say
I was
that.
like,
I was nice.
You were nice. I was like, intriguing. So she lent, or gave, I'm taking it now. She gave me a bag.
Apparently I gave one.
Bag for it. Yes, can you tell what it is?
I even
if
let
do
her
this?
pick the
Can
color.
you tell what it is? Can you tell what it is? Can you tell what it is?
Well, that's the pattern, so now
No,
everybody
but
can
no,
just,
you're doing,
you know.
they can't see it.
Ah.
I started Duck Christmas Moose. This is that weird Russian pattern. That's in Russian.
That's weird.
Anna.
And it's a pattern.
Yeah, it's weird and it's a pattern, but it's the moose. It's
Like
the
the
moose.
moose.
Ah! It's the moose.
The moose passed out.
So it's on that gray fabric. So I started it, but all of the colors, all of the threads, you know, they're just looped in the little thing, but they weren't like thread dropped. So I had to thread drop them all.
Did you have to cut them?
Nope, they were
Oh,
already
good.
cut. Yeah, but they're cut a little short.
Yeah, I can
Little
tell.
short. And this stuff It definitely doesn't feel like DMC to me. It feels really a lot rougher. I don't know if you can tell just by touching it, but when you're using individual ones, it definitely feels rougher to me. Yeah. But anyways, it's fine. I don't
No complaints.
it's fine. But so I had to set that up. I also had to, fold the fabric to make sure I was in the center, then put it on the Q-snap, and then I realized
you get a Q-snap?
Actually, I got it as an early birthday present.
Somebody loves you.
Not that my birthday's a big deal, though. She gave it to me early when I said I was going to take the moose. She's like, well, I got you a Q-snap.
Yeah, I didn't even wrap it or anything. I had it hidden. I was going to give it to her for her birthday, which isn't for like another week or two, but she was like, oh,
because I'm not going to take a Q-snap off of something else, so.
It's like, fine, do you want a Christmas? Do you want a Christmas present? Like,
so that was awesome. But I messed up. I don't remember what happened the first time. I think the first time I forgot which way was up.
Oh,
so I had to take it off, check it again, put it back on. And then I started stitching. I got like 8 stitches in, and then I realized I put it the wrong way up again. Like I did it tall ways instead of long, like it.
Yeah.
So I undid it, put it on again. This time I'm pretty positive I'm right. So I think we're good.
So
Me too.
I love it. I absolutely love it.
And I only did like 8 stitches while camping because I said that earlier and it just didn't work out. I didn't get to stitch. There's only one morning where Jacob didn't wake up at the same time as me. So that morning I left the tent and went into our bug tent. That one that you guys had for Sequoia works great. Still the best tent bug thing. Anyways, so we went and I sat in there and I started it and 6 stitches. But when I got home, I really, really wanted to work on it because I started it and went a new start. Of course you want to work on it. But I was like, but I shall let the wheel decide my fate.
The wheel knows everything.
So I added moose to it. I spun the wheel and it spun moose. So I worked on moose. And this is the result of all of that shandiggle. So I don't know if you can tell, but that is a moose ear. This is the beginning of a moose antler, and this is the top floofle on his head, and then there's his eyes that are gonna go in those little pits of not floofle.
Eyes go in the pit. Oh, I get it.
Eyes go in the pit of not floofle.
I get why you said that seems small.
Right? Doesn't it seem small? But look at the fabric, right?
That's
so
Ada.
this is the left side, right?
Yeah.
And so this is the right side, so that's why there's more fabric over here,
okay.
right? And then it ends over here.
Okay.
So like, yeah, that's probably right.
Probably.
And this is the up and down, a lot up here, not as much down here because I centered it.
The only problem I have is that you're not using a needle minder.
Yeah, I know.
I'm offended. I am offended.
Shh. There's also a BA needle floating around in here somewhere.
Like on the floor?
No, like in my bag somewhere.
Oh, I was like, ooh, I'm not going to be shuffling my feet around here.
No, it's in a, I think I put it in with the cotton, which I told myself was going to be dangerous.
Okay, so you're not. I'm thinking that's like the end of the antler, and I'm like, that's.
No. I'm like,
you have a long way to. Okay, he's not tiny. You're good. You're fine.
Yeah, it just.
She messaged me and she was like, this seems really small. I'm like, well, that's Ada. You wouldn't do over the 2. I said 2 over 1 the other day on like everything. I meant 2 over 2. I know what I'm talking about. I just don't know what I'm saying. So.
Coffee!
So that's probably 2 over 1.
Yes.
Because it's Ada, so it'd be over 1.
I just assume it's 2. The instructions were kind of unclear.
Well, they're not in English.
Yeah, exactly. That was the one part that wasn't in English. What's weird, actually, is in here, there's a part, there's like a booklet kind of part, and it tells you basically how to do every stitch under the sun. Like, it's just a list of how to do all these different stitches. You don't use any of them in this pattern. And this pattern says it's a difficult level. Like, it says level difficult.
Maybe because of
just because of the smoke, but everything else is normal, or it's back stitching. But I mean, I'm telling you, there's instructions for like, okay, but like, look, I'm telling you, look at this. But look at this whole section down here, all right? This whole section down here. Get all of this information. That is all about different kinds of stitches you can do.
Well, you know there is English in here.
Yes, but that's not helpful.
English.
Yeah, I know, but that's not helpful because that doesn't tell you how many strands to use for the pattern.
No, but it seems like it would someplace. Yeah, that's a lot of... Are those French knots? Oh no, those are seed beads. Wow. What are you doing there? Someone needs the paddles.
I don't know. There's all kinds of stuff. They teach you how to do French knots. They teach you
That looks like a small
whatever this is.
That's a satin stitch.
See, there's like all kinds of stuff. There's like a Brady thing.
Loopy, lazy daisy-ish thing that's not a lazy daisy. Wow. There's a lot
According
of
to
interesting
this,
stuff.
it's called a chain stitch. I do that in cross stitch.
Crochet.
Or I mean crochet.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's how you start crocheting.
And then couching?
stuff.
Like, what's
I
that?
know about couching. It's when you make the line and you to hold it down.
Clearly, you're more educated than me.
We already knew that.
That's true. We did. So, I just... But it doesn't tell me whether it's over 2 or not.
I bet it does.
2 over. And I think
bet
it
it
is.
does.
Pretty sure it's 2 over.
2 over 1. 2 over 8.
Yes, both.
67 over 5.
Whatever you want to do, whatever makes your heart happy, you know?
I know what makes me happy. Showing people things.
Show them things.
Okay, so when I spun before, I think you saw it, it was Mirabilia. I took it to the cabin, but I
You finished it.
barely... Okay. Before I tell you that I barely got to work on it, let me explain. I said something to you, I think. Yeah, I thought I was like, wow, all your skin is falling off. That was insane. You should have seen that. There was something
That
on her
was
toe, and it looked like she had like this
terrifying.
massive blister and the skin was coming off. It was just something stuck on her toe. Anyway, I think I said something to you about working on Mirabilia, and you said, oh, it's bad. I think we even filmed it.
I think
and
we
you
talked
said,
about it.
Oh, I thought you finished that.
Yeah.
So we're at the cabin, and I pull this out, and my husband's like, I thought you finished that. People, I did not finish it, okay?
It's because you embroidered the word on there. That's why.
That doesn't make it done.
It just, that feels like the done stamp.
done.
It's done.
It's not done.
Well, show it to us then. Prove it.
Okay, but before I do, let me explain. I have video, but I don't have the after, so I don't know whether to put the before video in yet or to wait. But we had to work on the neighbor's cabin, the beams, and so I did a quick video so you could see what we were doing. I videoed it before we took it all down.
I got you.
Putting up 16 foot, well, he cut them to 15, but they started out 16 foot long.
Mm-hmm.
2x6s, I think. 2x6x16. I don't know, they were big. Reclaimed wood. Big. Heavy, because it's old wood. You know, that came off of something. So, you cut them to 15 feet, and then we have to get them up on these things, and it would be fine if there was like a lip, but there's not, because he wants to go higher so that, you know, you feel less claustrophobic. But I can't hold a beam over my head long term while he's on the other side doing his thing. At one point, we had like 6 people in the room. 5 people, I think. 5 people. And everybody's looking while I'm on a ladder holding one, he's on a ladder holding the other side. And no one, we can't do anything because I can't hold mine up long enough to make it level. So he tried hanging rope and pulling it up, and even with other people, it didn't work. Finally, we got a husband to come, and he helped. It was a whole long, complicated thing that I won't
Not like a
bother
sister
you with.
husband,
But
brother
no,
husband?
No, I could use a
I
few
guess
of
that would
the...
be a brother husband, huh?
I still call it a sister
Sister
husband.
wife and a brother husband.
I call it a sister husband, a
Sure,
sister
it sounds
wife.
weirder.
I still want a sister wife just so I can stitch more, but
Alas.
he won't marry some other woman for me. So all that to say, I didn't have a lot of time to stitch because I was in this other cabin, and it's not like clean and put together. I mean, it's not filthy, but it's, you know, it's not used a lot, and we're remodeling it.
Again,
so
not our
it's-
cabin,
Yeah,
someone
not our
else's
cabin,
cabin.
and so it's not like she wouldn't take a white thing to the beach. Racist. I didn't want to take an almost finished thing over there, so I worked only a few minutes on checkerboard Kona over there, and so I only got a couple hours with this. But I will show you after all that yammering. Get ready to look up. Part of the pattern. Don't look up. Don't look up. You can still stitch. You got a little bit longer. I'll let you know. You're almost there. Here it comes. Here we go. Okay, look up.
Ding,
So
ding,
I really
ding.
didn't get much done. I don't even know if you can tell. I did more of this side mostly. Like all that pink is new, and something's vibrating on my foot, and a little bit over there. And I think I did something with the words, but I don't remember what. And a little bit more purple, I think.
You
but
haven't done her face yet.
no, I haven't done her face yet.
Are you
I was
gonna
gonna finish the bottom and then come up to the top.
Are you gonna do her face over one
Not
instead
over
of
there.
over two? Not over here. Not over here. I said over two or over one.
Because the skin I had already done
yeah.
over 2, I'm just gonna finish that up. So I would love to finish it this year, and y'all can stop asking me if it's done, because it's not.
Looks done.
But she doesn't need a head. Who needs a stinking head? So I'm hoping that comes up again, but when I'm not busy at the other cabin trying to hang beams that I have no business touching.
So you mentioned this Kona thing.
Yes.
Oh, but well, it's not.
I did mention Kona. You got a problem with
I
that?
was
You
gonna
want to
say you should show it.
I am. It's over here. You want to see Kona?
Yeah. Kona.
I'll show you Kona.
chameleon. She's a Kona. A Kona
You
birdie.
may have to insert that picture of Kona again so people know who we're talking about.
Kona the birdie here.
I finished Kona. I finished Kona Sunday.
I figured you did.
So
That's why I wasn't wondering if you're going to show it
Kona
now.
and Kevin, yes, I know they don't line up, but I'm going to cut them. Oh, I'm going to cut them. I'm going to cut them out. So I want to start Tango and Ami, but I had to get the fabric, and it actually came today. But there you go. And
Why did you have to buy
Probably-
more fabric? Because I thought you already had fabric.
well, I didn't start them up in the top corner, so I couldn't fit.
No, 'cause you got the
because I
wrong
got the wrong
count.
count when I bought it last time.
Don't
Anyway,
sass me.
Kona has a
sassy
bead
you.
for an eyeball because she has a black eye, and then I backstitched the purple around it because she does have purple around her eyeball
In real life.
in real life.
IRL.
But you can barely see that. But
In a picture, you might be able to see it better.
so I had to finish. I finished Coney. I was trying to show her last night. She was on the stand, and I was like, "Look, Coney, I finished you." That wasn't last night. Night before last. No, that was last night. Coney, look. She's just angry. She ended up biting Dad. But that's
Sounds
because
like
he was trying to
Connor.
give her a shower, and she didn't want to go. But well, he's actually trying to save my life. But long story. Anyway, so yeah, Coney and Kevin are done. So we had that whole discussion about color for Ami, and someone suggested Chimney Sweet from Color and Cotton, and that actually came today. I'll show that to you. It is much closer to what I was looking for. Still not quite right, but much closer. So, that's not, no, I got things flying everywhere. This one is Chimney Sweep. So much closer. Like up here in this light, it looks right, but it's a teensy bit blue still. Cover your face.
Go over there. Go closer.
It's focusing on you and me and you and me.
Not
Well,
love people.
just trust me. It's a little bit too blue. It's so close, but it's a little bit too blue.
It does look a lot
Up here, it
even
looks
darker in
really
this
good.
light. Yeah.
And then I bought Flagstone because, well, I mean, I was going to have to pay for shipping, and I thought maybe in the online that looked right, but it's too blue.
It's too light.
Yeah, and then these two, I'll explain what those are for in a minute. I didn't mean to go into haul now.
But it's happening.
But today I had ordered something from, I had to get the fabric from 123 Stitch for Coney, and I saw this Threadworks. Can't remember where I saw it. It might have been something my mom sent me, but I think this is going to work for Ami.
I think it's too variegated. But, I mean, we'll see.
But those are all his colors.
If not, you have all kinds of
If
options.
not, Chimney Sweep is definitely the closest. So, thank you. Who told me that? I want to say it started with a P. I'm sorry I didn't look that up. I'm sorry, but really, thank you, whoever told me that. I don't remember.
I can look for.
Man,
Oh no, I can't.
knew like a week ago, and now I don't know. We will figure that out and thank you appropriately somehow. Okay. So, I'm going to leave these up here because we're going to discuss those. Okay. Back to what I was talking about. So I finished that. And then yeah, okay, we're good. So,
We're almost at 400 subscribers.
woo! Thank you!
That's exciting.
So, I'm surprised by that, but yay! Because I didn't think I thought we were at like 350.
394.
Wow.
Like,
Woo, go us. Actually, go you.
Yeah, it has
Go
nothing to do
you
with
people.
us.
Go you people. Okay, so here's where things change. This is not what you were expecting from me. So she doesn't even know what I did. But I told you my husband was gone last weekend.
Pamela Dodsworth.
Thank you. It was a P. Thank you, Pamela. I really appreciate that. I will be using that if the thread works isn't right. So I told you he was in Vegas and she was off camping. So that left me a lot of extra time to stitch. Well, not a lot. It was actually not as much as you would think. But I really enjoy stitching in bed at night. I mean, I enjoy having a husband a lot more than stitching in bed at night, but it was really a nice treat to be able to lay in bed, turn on the TV. The dog was there. It was all... I really liked that. I love you more, honey. I know you watch, and you're watching with me right now, and you're probably evil glaring me. I love you more than I love stitching in bed.
She says to your face.
No. It's true. I love my husband. I am very lucky. Now I'm distracted. Okay, so I figured I haven't really been working on the hyacinth at night because I don't really stitch at night. I would love to, but I don't. So I had put that on my spinny wheel. And so I was thinking, I don't know what I'm going to work on at night with him being gone. And I might have a little bit of extra time during the day at work because he's not bringing home work. So that's where the bulk of it comes from, and there's still a bunch of stuff I have to do, and I did all that, but so I had a little extra stitching time too. So rather than working on the chatelaine, I thought, okay, I'm gonna spin the wheel twice.
Okay.
So I spun it once, and it came up with something old, an old project. So I spunny-wunny the old project wheel, and it came up with something, and then I ended up getting obsessed with it, and I almost finished it.
Ooh.
Not quite done, but I am so close. I am not putting that thing back because I want to finish it.
So it's a good thing you have an old wheel section.
Yeah.
Good.
So then I spun it again for what would I work on the weekend, and it was hyacinth. So I was like, cool, this works. But this also leads me to when I do finish this, do I get a new start?
No.
Yes. Don't tell me no.
Okay, then do it.
No. I'm just putting out there for discussion. Does finishing an old project that wasn't in your rotation kind of give you a new start?
No. Because making a new start would take away from the chances of starting another old start. When you get rid of all the old stuff, then you can start a new one.
I'm going to ask you guys. Do you want to see me work on the same stale, boring stuff week after week? Or do you want to see a new start?
You'll say new start, and then she's going to say, oh, no, I could never. I declare I could never.
I would appreciate an opinion because probably I'm going to start something, but
She's
if enough
guilty.
people say no, because it's, what do you want to watch me do? I just like stitching. It doesn't really matter what I stitch on. What do you like? So you want to see this project, this old project I pulled out?
This is what they want to see you do.
Pat that.
I know, that's what my brain was
I can do that.
We look
I can
not
probably
weird
even
at
do
all.
it. Yeah, I can do it that hand.
That's
too.
actually a lot easier for me.
Yeah, me too.
Because I was doing it the difficult way
this
at first.
is weird. I mean, since I'm doing that, I look like Donkey Kong.
Very similar.
Okay, let's see. You can look up in a minute. You don't have to look up yet. Okay, look up. This was the old project.
Oh, you were already very close to finishing that.
That's what I
Yeah.
thought too.
Yeah,
But
it turned out
700 hours in, I still have a lot to do. I was like, oh my gosh, I could totally finish this like in 2 or 3 days.
True Colors International.
Yeah, I don't think they make it anymore. And people, if you do find the True Colors International, I'm pretty sure I know why they went out of business if they went out of business. They do not give you enough floss. I have had to color match 3 times with my Master DMC.
Wow.
So far.
Although you started
and I'm
this
not,
when you were however old, and maybe you just weren't
No,
good
because
at
I have the floss, and I looked. Wait till you see my back. Okay, except for the new stuff, because I've been a little crassy with the new stuff. But the old stuff, I was actually a very good back stitcher. Like, I kept my back clean.
Yeah, but maybe you like threw away a lot of
I don't
floss.
think so, because I had it in here, so why would I?
Well, but like
I mean,
you clipped
I will
it, you know what I'm
remind you
saying?
of my silly floss holding card. So I decided
Exactly.
to just go and order the colors
Oh, okay.
That's
It's
on-
small enough.
Yeah,
It's easy
the-
enough to
I have the
navigate.
pattern. Yeah, it's on the back here. So I was just going in order. I just started at the top and worked my way down.
Yeah.
So I'm on
I'm
on
that again.
J right now. That's what I'm working on.
J.
J.
For Julie.
Jess. Jess
Jamie.
it is.
Oh. See what
So,
you're doing.
It was on this hoop. I took it off the hoop because it was making it too hard to stitch.
It's a very oval hoop.
I have been stitching it in hand. It is stained. Do not give me an attitude
Not stained
about
on
the staining.
purpose.
I will clean it when it's done and we'll see how much of it comes off. I don't care because I love it and
I really
I'm okay with
seriously like the staining on the old stuff because it makes it feel like, oh yeah, that was old.
just yesterday I finally put the fish needle minder on. I have not had a needle minder this whole time and I've been stitching in hand. Ooh, look up. I forgot to tell you. Look up. It's pretty, huh?
Is like none of the ocean done?
No, some of the ocean's
Oh.
done. But
No, but I
basically,
thought you had a
no,
lot-
I took a picture. You can put
Oh.
the before and after, but I took a picture
Most
before
of that's not stitches,
because
huh?
I did not think that you had a picture of this. So I assumed
No.
you did it. So I took a
Uh-uh.
picture. This is where I started. Let me make that a little bit better.
No, you don't. No, I'll show.
Yeah, she'll show it.
I-
but in the meantime, while she's looking at that, that's where it started. It looks almost done, doesn't it? Yeah. No.
Let me see.
No. It's not almost done.
Oh.
Yeah, I did all the mountains, the back stitching.
You
I
did
finished
everything.
the thing. I've
You
been doing-
basically
yeah.
started from scratch.
Yeah, I basically started from scratch. Yeah. So I'm obsessed with that. I am going to finish this. I stitch it in hand. It's okay to stitch downstairs when I have light, like I won't today because we're up here filming. But like last night, I had a little
Yeah.
bit of light, so I stitched on it for a little bit. And my cute little fishy.
Fishy is
My
cute.
little fishy. I don't know why I didn't put that on sooner, but fishy. So. Yeah, I'm kind of obsessed with finishing it.
It's because you're so close. And it's
Yeah,
so
but I
little.
keep thinking, oh, just a little bit more. Just a little. It's almost done.
Right.
Ah. Oh no, that's my Mirabilia thingy. We'll make that one better. That fell out. I'm making messies.
So many
Quick,
messies.
big messies. I'll
Oh,
put that
so
back
many
properly soon.
messies.
Okay, so that has consumed me this week. Hyacinth.
Yes, that was the other one.
I did work on that this weekend. I did get a considerable amount of time considering. It's because it snowed and we couldn't get to the other cabin to work on it. So we would have needed snowshoes.
No one wants to do that.
And couldn't set up the saw and all that, so whatever. We didn't go. So I got some stitching in. I'm going to warn you. Before you look up.
Terrifying.
She's scared of it. My husband's scared of it. I showed it to Steve last night, my son, and he said it was disturbing as
I
well.
just don't know why you chose to stitch that part of it.
It doesn't bother me at all, probably because I know what it is.
I don't know.
But-
In person, it might not freak me out.
Maybe. It does not bother me at all, but everybody else that's seen it has been like, why did you do that? I sent her a picture. She was like, please continue to work on that because it is terrifying. That's what I'm stitching. Hyacinth. That's not scary.
That's Kevin.
That is Kevy Momo's. We took him to the cabin. I kept saying, look, Kevy, I'm stitching you.
And he looked scared, didn't he?
No, he was just, he looked a lot like that. I'm delicious. So, you can look
I'm
up.
really nervous.
But let me warn you that it scares people. I did take it off the Q-snap because it's in the rotation now. Is that scary? Does the eye scare you? Because it scares everybody
From the
else.
back, it looks a little less scary. I think the problem. Oh no, it's terrifying.
Why does that scare you?
It's so creepy.
Eyeball.
Oh my
It's a blurry eyeball.
No, just imagine. Okay, look. Here's the thing. You sent me a picture from far out, right?
I did.
So like you're just walking around, right? You're just walking around. You walk into a room and you see that.
I know what that is. That's Momo's eyeball.
See that? It's just scary.
It's not scary.
It's so.
It's not.
It's a black pit of despair.
It's a cute Momo eyeball.
It's a cute Momo eyeball when it's in a Momo head, not when it's not in a
It's
Momo
in
head.
a Momo head.
It's not.
That's the top of his head.
It's a floating scary
It's
eye.
not a floating scary eye. I still have trouble working on this. I find it very difficult to get in a good groove with it because it's really confetti heavy. So I love it, but it's definitely the most difficult to work on full coverage for me.
So it's gonna stay in death mode for a while.
No, I mean, it's slow going. That was a lot of work, but...
Well, you got a whole eye on there. That was a lot of stitch.
Was that everything?
Who knows?
Oh, Will, Hyacinth. Yep, that was everything. Okay, haul. We had an agreement. No exchanging of bodily fluids, no hole puncturing. None until the whole virus
signing
thing is
this
over with.
agreement.
Haul. Let's start with market. How do you tell? Cause I can hear you breathing, and then all of a sudden I can't hear you breathing. Monster. Ew. And this is why I get sick.
I'm trying to learn how to be sneaky, Mimi.
We also have an agreement not to lick old people.
That's true.
I do recall that. We're not gonna lick you.
I recall that agreement.
Okay, so let's just say I went to market. I did not go to market. People went to market. Abby Top Knot Stitcher went to market, and she brought back the stuff that I ordered. You know, just me, nobody else. It was all about me. So I got these little sticker plates from Lindy Stitches.
I didn't realize that's where those came from.
Yeah, Lindy Stitches. Cover my face, cover your face. So you could put them on the back of your stitched work if you don't like initial or whatever, and then it has like your information. My special note's gonna be like, do not destroy.
Do not pick at the back.
Do not look at the back. And then I got from Woohoo Stitches, Spring. I do not like the
Shamrock?
Yeah, I'm like, it's not a leprechaun. It's not a fern. The shamrock. And it's not that I don't like the shamrock. I don't like the color in comparison to everything else. It's all springy and pastel-y, and then it's green. Ah, green. You should have looked up. You should look up. Okay. Now you can look back down. So, well, you have to look up again in a second. So when I was online for the color and cotton, I bought grasshopper.
That does look like grasshopper.
Oh, no.
Caterpillar.
Caterpillar, I like.
It looks
Caterpillar.
more like a caterpillar.
Caterpillar. So I want to use that with those colors instead. I think that will be more pleasant for the eyeball. Not the Momo eyeball that scares people. And then, while I have this out, this one is, I can't say that,
Mars.
and it's because you may have seen before, cover her face. I mean, if you've been here, you've seen it. The Plum Street samplers, Goodbye Fall, Hello Fall, Goodbye Fall, Hello Fall. Some kind of fall. And it has the big fat birdie, and it has leaves, and I said I didn't really like the color of the leaves, so I thought maybe I could use that instead on at least one of them, because it seems very autumny, and I really like that color. So that's my plan.
She's
for
just
that.
addicted to buying things now. Addicted. Is it raining?
Probably.
I hear
It's been
dribbles.
raining for like 20 years now.
I like rain.
Yeah, it does look rainy. And then we've all seen this, the blue flowers, summer acorns. I think that is so pretty. Can you find the squirrels? There's squirrels in there.
I see a squirrel on the back.
Yeah, so you know where to find them on the front.
Fun fact, Leo Carrillo is full of squirrels. Full of squirrels. I like squirrels.
People that know
Almost
stuff.
as much as llamas.
I have a question for you. This is stitched on 40 count vintage gray linen by...
R&R Reproductions.
But when I look up that color, does that look like it to you? Because the one I see online is gray. Almost like Baroque gray, you know my thing. That doesn't... That looks tannish, beigey.
I agree.
So I don't know, because I really like it. I want to stitch it like that, but I don't know what that is because it doesn't appear to be what it says. And then finally, my last pre-order from Market was Flowers Bloom by Rumi's Creations. And I asked Abby about the fabric. She says it's that Mountain Air Woodland Halloween. She wasn't able to get it for me yet, so I will try. Do you know how hard it is to find these Rumi's Creations
I was gonna say there's a squirrel
flosses?
one.
Yes. I had a heck of a time. I had to buy them from like 2 different places on Etsy. Dames of the Needle and I think Rumi's Creations herself. The Tiffany was only in a pack. I had to pay $10 to get 3 of them.
You want to know
I'm
something
not gonna
funny?
use the other 2.
I was trying to read what This says,
Mole?
starting with the M, because up here, this line above it, I swore said delightful.
It's the alphabet.
I was like, delightful, morping, porse, porcy. The whole time you're talking, no clue what you're saying, because I was trying to figure out what was delightful. And then I realized it was the alphabet, okay, but because there's words down here where flowers bloom, so does hope. I was like, oh, it's so cute. Oh, delightful mopores.
Oh my goodness.
I shouldn't have an alphabet
I can't believe
situation.
you graduated. And with honors.
It's a miracle.
Oh.
Do you see it though? It's about the right number of letters.
Oh, the next line says into you.
Yes, exactly. Delightful mopars into you. I didn't know what you wanted. I didn't understand.
So anyway, I need to find some fabric
For delightful mopars.
into you. Is that abaca? ABC? Abca?
No, that's just the alphabet up there.
Duh! That's the alphabet. Oh my goodness. Okay. I just don't even know how I can compete with that. Don't know where to go from here.
There's no way but up, but that's just not true.
If you are still watching, thank you.
I like this one. Show them that one.
Okay.
That one doesn't say words. I mean, like, except for the words.
Except for all the words. Except for the 26 words in there, plus maybe a few more. Oh gosh. I'm gonna get hooked on phonics for you. I know I bought that one when you guys were young, but I'm gonna have to rebuy
I'd
it.
do it again.
I know, with the stickers and everything.
Yeah.
I saw this on this stash unload thing, and I was like, oh, I really like that. And I looked on probably 123 Stitch, and it was out of stock and like 2 or 3 times the price. So I was like, okay, I'll buy that. And no reason to stitch it, because I don't have any grandkids, nor do I have any on the way. But all these little faces, these little eyeballs, and I love the colors. I couldn't resist. It is
Design
Works ABC Animals.
We spent a lot of time staring at this. Look up.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Look up. Look up. There's no words. Just
The more you look at it, the more you see that's frickin' adorbs.
The X-ray fish, I think, is one of her favorites.
Yeah, I like the
I
and
like
the
the little
turtle.
vole. I know it's the turtle.
Turtle.
And then it's all pretty on the back because it's a kit.
Do you bring it here? I'm gonna take a picture so that way they can get a better maybe glare at it.
Look at the little kangaroo popping out of the pouch, and the little quail, and the nest, and it's just adorable.
It's very
I saw it again on another stash unload yesterday, and they wanted more than what I paid. So I was like, "Good job, me! Way to buy things."
You win.
I'm not done yet. I'm getting close. Okay, my 1, 2, 3 stitch. I showed you the army color, the thread was, so let me take that out. I bought you don't know what one of those is, so don't you be all peaky pants. I bought the correct linen to finish the
Birdies.
yes. Thank you.
The Tanga.
Appreciate that.
And
the army.
Yeah.
I think army will look okay on that.
Yep. I do not see why not.
I bought the Echo because it's been in my cart forever, and Stitcher's Paradise didn't have it. Does not look in person at all what I expected it to look like. The reason I bought it was because I was going to do Hildy's Brew, but I still haven't bought Hildy's Brew from Bendy Stitchy. I thought maybe I'll be able to get it at Stitchnanigans, like I was going to ask McKenna if she would bring a copy. I thought worst case I could just get the PDF online. But now I don't even know if there's going to be a Stitchnanigans. And Michelle, Bendy Stitchy, it went so well at Market. It went from being like 7 or 8 shops, my numbers were off here, 7 or 8 shops that had her stuff, to over 60. Yeah, so who knows? Maybe even the attic will have it. But anyway, Echo doesn't look anything like I thought it looked. I mean, I'll still
love
use
it.
It's beautiful. I thought it had some brown mixed in with it, and it most definitely doesn't.
No, it does not.
This is why I can't buy things online. My monitor
doesn't look the same.
look the same. And then this I bought for the thing I'm about to show you that Alyssa hasn't seen.
That looks the same thing as the bird.
Yeah, it's not though, because this is Belfast, Flax Belfast, and this is the
it
lambs.
is different.
Well, and if you feel it, there's
Yeah,
a
I can
huge-
see the texture
You
difference.
want to touch it? You want to touch it? You want to lick it? Oh God, she licked it.
I
Well, she
didn't. I
tried.
got close. Didn't lick it.
And then I don't know why I thought this was so cute, but I liked it. This is Just Nan. It's Snowing Men. Let me take it out of this bag. It's still in the bag, but let me take it out of this bag. Okay, look up.
It's a knee slapper. It's a snowing man.
I hope I didn't say raining.
No,
I
you
hope I
said
said
snowing. You said snowing.
So, yeah.
You said the correct thing.
Did you see all the little pretties? No, it comes with pretties. Ignore the noise. Okay, you can look up. Should we? Not me. Beads and sparkle-mollies.
Is there snowflakies?
Yeah, there's a couple different kinds.
Yeah, there's snowflakies.
See, snowflakies.
Oh,
And then I think all
yeah.
the beads go here. I haven't opened it really to look at the
That
pattern.
looks like right though. That looks really fun.
Yeah, Just Nan, that's who did the, you know, that little tiny snowman thing that I did with the full snowman?
Yeah, uh-huh.
That's Just Nan. too.
Gotcha.
There's
Gotcha,
a dealer
gotcha.
one I really like, but I haven't bought it. Yeah, it's like a dealer, and it's got like a purple scarf, and it's like a bunch of them in a row, or you can do one that's like stitched into something, sewn into something creative. But you know, I can't finish junk, so yeah. Okay, I think that was all my haul. I think. Let's see. Yes. I mean, I have other stuff coming. I think like the Romi's creations, but I don't have any more patterns or anything coming. We need to spin our wheels.
Yeah. You do yours.
I'll do mine.
Okie dokie.
I have to find it. It's by Instagram. There it is. Oh no,
that's a what to buy wheel. Wow.
we
The
don't need to
truth
discuss
comes
this.
out.
I don't want to forget things that I like.
Go
You ready?
ahead. Good. No more creepy bird eye.
Well, I don't know how much time I'm gonna. It depends on how much snow there is, but
I'm
I
sure
think
there'll be
it has
plenty.
some.
Hey Siri. Oh, please excuse me taking this off of airplane mode so Siri can work. What am I stitching next week? This week. Wait, hold on.
Oh, she's temperamental. You notice she's not up there anymore?
Oh!
Now she's over there.
Oh, that's dangerous.
Because he was trying to. Talking about Alexa. He was trying to like video message me from the other room, and he couldn't see me because it was up there. He's like, "We're gonna move that." He came upstairs and he moved it down there,
That's
so
smarter.
he can see me now.
More obstructive when it talks, but that's fine.
Yeah. So far.
What am I stitching this week?
You'll need to unlock your
Girl! What am I stitching this week?
Here's your
What am I such a week? I swear to you this works every time I do it.
Oh, this is fun.
tiny decision says universe jar.
Okay, I feel less excited about that than I should be because I was still holding anger.
At least it
Universe
didn't,
jar! That's exciting! Yeah!
at
Wow!
least it didn't say you should stitch Abka delightful monk into you.
True, I got an email because Clay by Kim just posted a actual.
Really? Oh, that's pretty. You gonna
Oh,
show the people?
She did a thing.
I mean, we
She
can't
just posted that. Go buy it.
It's gone already. Yeah, I don't guarantee it's gone. Ooh, a color change. Oh, there we go. We're going back to. Ooh, color change.
We're just.
Oh, my closet. I didn't put that on here. It has arrived. It is.
It has not arrived.
My closet has arrived.
Your closet's here somewhere?
Have you not looked in the dining room?
No.
It is full of.
I didn't notice. I didn't think it was here.
My closet's been here since Tuesday.
Oh. Sorry.
It was pouring rain, and I'm like stressing out because Steve had to go. Mike had already gone to work. Steve was going to school, but his first class got canceled. So I was like, okay, there's a chance. He's getting ready to leave, and UPS shows up, but it's pouring rain. And so I'm asking the guy, if I open these French doors here, could you just like put it inside and I'll scoot it? And he's like, yeah, okay. Totally awesome guy. And he went back for the second batch, and then those were so big I couldn't even scoot them. So I had to ask him to, can you shove those in? And then when Steve came down, I was like, Steve, can you move those? Because they were blocking. Okay, those. Hold your hands up.
I was gonna say, do you need my hands?
Yeah, I need your hands. Okay, that's the doors are here.
What doors?
For the outside where he
Front
shoved
door?
the stuff in. No, these are the double doors in the dining room. So this is where the UPS
There's no
guy.
dining room. Oh, where the Christmas tree
The
is.
full dining room.
Oh,
the one
I thought
that
you
you
were trying
walked
to- I
by
thought-
62
I forgot
times
that your
today.
front door isn't a double door because my
No.
front door is a double door. So I was assuming you meant that.
My door
okay.
next to the front door is a double door. Okay,
There's
so-
like a courtyard in the front, and then
Yeah.
there's double doors, and then there's a front door, but the double doors are over here, and it leads into the formal dining room.
I
Okay.
think I actually have a picture because I took a picture of the boxes.
I'm
but
ready.
There's these doors. So this is where he shoved the stuff in. Over here is there's all these boxes. You should see this because it's focusing on us. Over here is where the dog food is and the dog water. But I have a Chihuahua that's insane, and he has like invisible lines, and if you put anything in the way, he can't get to it. So these boxes he shoved in were all going like that. So there's no way the dog could come across because there's an opening over here. So like, the dog couldn't come across to eat. Okay, you can look down. So I'm like, hey Steve, can you move those boxes? So actually he forgot, he left, and then when Dad came home, because he did come home that night, he wasn't supposed to, but he did, I said, hey, can you shove those boxes? And so now the dog has been eating. But there were a few hours where the dog couldn't eat unless I carried him over there.
Oh, poor Bun Bun.
But I do have pictures of all that. So anyway, the closet, I keep poking the poor bear down here in the face. So the closet did arrive, but I didn't do anything about it because nobody was there to help me. And sure, I could demo some of it, but not all of it. And I wouldn't be able to, I could patch it, but I wouldn't be able to coat it. So I didn't. So now he's back. And so the two of us together finished unloading the closet except for the filing cabinets, which she emptied the one. So we'll move those out. All this yammering, I'm just trying to tell you that the closet will be installed Thursday. I'm not like professional. Well, okay, that sounded mean. I'm not hiring someone to do it. My husband's doing it. He's going to stay home Thursday and he's going to do it. So I'm not going to have stitching time because today he's going to help me with the rest of the demo. And then tomorrow I'm going to patch it. And then hopefully tomorrow night he sprays it with the texture stuff.
Stucco-y things.
Yeah, and then the next day I'll have to paint it. Wednesday I'll have to paint it so that it'll be all dry and ready on Thursday. When I went to Home Depot, they don't sponsor us. Oh, and Excedrin is temporarily discontinued. So Excedrin Migraine, if you can find it, buy it. It wasn't recalled. It was just temporarily discontinued. It will be back. Home Depot. I went to go get the paint.
Much?
I went to go get the paint, and it was a.
Sherwin-Williams.
I couldn't remember whose. It was their paint color. So I just said, hey, here's your picture of the code and everything. They went to do it. They opened the thing. It was like dark gray, almost black. I was like,
And what color were you going for?
Thatch brown. Thatch, not snatch. Thatch brown. Edit that out. So then they had a whole discussion about chemistry and I'm like in a hurry. I'm like, let's go. So anyway, they ended up making it. I still don't think it's right color. I think it's too green. So we'll see what happens. But I'm out of time. I gotta paint it. So next week you should be able to see that closet because a couple people did say they wanted to see it. So it won't be a whole big production. It won't have its own video. But in a couple of weeks you will see. Next week, maybe the week after, you will see the office closet. Okay. That wasn't even on my list.
I know.
Okay, so the only thing left. So I was distracted by something I had written on the bottom, but it was just it wasn't stitchy. Well, it is, but she had me write down Pop's surprise.
I didn't tell her what happened. But, so I'll tell everyone together. So, Well, let me just start with camping real quick. Okay. We went to Malibu. When we planned the trip 3 or 4 weeks ago, it said it was going to be sunny, but cool, right? Because this is kind of off season for beach a little bit, but like still doable. March is still doable.
Well, yeah, you can beach you out.
Pretty much. So we were like, cool, that'll be fine. And then the week before it came out that it was going to rain the entire week. And thunderstorms and gusty winds and whatever. So at that point, we were just hoping that there would be a break in the weather for us to set stuff up and tear stuff down, right? Well, we got there the first day. It was actually okay. I don't think it rained at all. The second day, it was sunny and beautiful all day. It was excellent. We went sunbathing. We got food from a food truck. Everything was wonderful. And then like the next day, it was like overcast. And then that afternoon, it started raining. It was funny because we were, every night we'd cook over the fire. And so that night we were making carne asada tacos. And so we were cooking our carne asada. And it's just overcast. But all of a sudden, this gust of wind just goes through the whole campground. Just like, gosh, Ash is getting all up in her meat and everything. And I'm like, oh, it's about to rain. Like, this is the gust of wind before the rain. So we basically shove her meat in the fire so that way it crisp it, real quick. And we have like a bug tent thingy that's right above the picnic table that's right next to the fire. So we're sitting on the park or on the picnic bench cooking over the fire,
You
right?
have a picture you could put in of that.
Yeah.
Because you sent me pictures of your setup. It was beautiful.
Oh, thanks. So we shove the meat in the fire to get it to get all crispy, and we bring it into the tent, and Jacob's like, I can't eat without crispy tortillas. And I'm like, okay, heat up some tortillas. So at this point, it's pouring rain. And we're in the tent. So Jacob, we had zipped up the tent part. So he unzipped it, and he put the tortilla on his stick, and he put the stick through the hole and then zipped it and then held it in front of the fire. We had these people who were there almost the same time, the whole time we were there. They were this old couple, and they were hilarious. They always walked around in the rain. They're always walking by and saying hi and whatever.
Sweet.
They come walking by right as Jacob's holding the tortilla out the tent door, and they look over and smile and look back, and then they look back again. They're like, dude, that's so funny. I wish I had a phone to take a picture. Oh, you guys are funny. And they walked by, and they came back later. They're like, was the tortilla good? We're like, yeah, it was good. They thought it was hilarious. So it was fun. And then it rained the whole last night we were there, so everything was sopping wet and muddy when we cleaned up, which was fun to pack in the Jeep, all wet. And then follow up. Do you have a question?
Well, I enjoyed your story. Don't get me wrong.
This has nothing to do with the pot.
Okay, I'm like,
I said, but first I want to talk about the hang on.
Okay.
Second part of the camp
okay.
story that I think is important.
okay.
No. Second part of the camp story that I think is interesting.
Interesting or important?
Important. So there's lots of squirrels here. There are so many squirrels. We kept all of the food in the Jeep, except for what was in the cooler, because the cooler's too hard for even squirrels to open, right? Unless they chewed through it. But we just trusted they wouldn't. But every time we'd leave the camp and come back, there would be squirrels all over the table, inside the bug net thing. We had starter newspaper in there. They shredded it to pieces. They tore apart the toilet paper, or not the toilet paper,
That's a problem.
the paper towels. I mean, it was worse than the birds. They just destroyed all the paper. There's no food in there. It's all just paper and stuff. And so you pull up, and there's squirrels, and they all stand up on the table, and then they scatter because you're coming home. But they're so cute. They are so freaking adorable. So one day, we come home, there's squirrels everywhere, they scatter. It's actually the hot day, the day when it's like really warm and sunny. And so all the food's in there. So Jacob's concerned, so he rolls down the windows a little bit, just cracks them. And then, I don't know. I think we go to bed. This the next day, we wake up, and I look at the window. I'm like, dude, a squirrel could totally fit through that back window. That back right window, you cracked it a little much.
No.
He's like, no. I'm like, Jacob. A squirrel could fit in that. He's like, no. I'm like, okay. So we leave. We roll up the windows because now it's cold. We come back. It's the last day, and we're packing up. And he's like, I want my cookies. I want my chewy
I want
Chips Ahoy
cookies. Can I have cookies? Oh wait, I gained weight. Shouldn't eat cookies.
So he goes to grab them out of the back, and the entire container is, half of it is ripped open. Like, it's not that nice little Oreo seal that's normally on there, you know?
Yeah.
And I look at him. He's like, did we? I said, Jacob, it got through the window. There was a squirrel that got through the window. He's like, the cookies. I just wanted the cookies. So I told him it would be okay. They only ate half of the cookies, like only opened half of it. So if you just get rid of that row that they last touched and put the rest in a Ziploc bag, it'd probably be okay. So we did that, and he got to eat some of his cookies. And then while we were moving stuff further, we found a half-eaten cookie in the Jeep. So for sure, they ate it in the Jeep and not just like he forgot to put them away.
I think you went in, you ripped open the cookies, you ate most of them, and then he like moved, and you went, and you dropped it. Well, you Cookie Monstered it. Yeah, I don't buy it.
So anyways, those were the highlights from my trip.
Was that the pop surprise?
Aside from the vintage grocery store and stuff. No. This is
I'm still confused. What is this pop surprise?
Okay, the pop surprise. 2 nights ago, Hunter and I were sitting in the living room.
Saturday?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because Jacob was home Sunday.
Okay.
Jacob was not home Saturday. Okay. So it was Hunter and I sitting on the sofa, and we're watching TV. And I think
Hunter,
we're playing...
for the new people, is Jacob's sister that lives with them.
Yep. And we were playing, I think actually we were playing a game on our phones. And we hear this like sound from the living room. We're in a living room, but there's like a living room by the front door, which is where the snakes live.
I don't like this story.
I was like, we both look. Hunter's like, what do you think that was? I said, I don't know, because Tyson's not in there. Tyson was in our room with us. It's like, maybe one of the snakes just hit the door. Like, because sometimes they just like fall over, because like they try to do big tall noodles, and then they fall over, and sometimes
tall noodles.
and then they hit the door. So we're like, okay.
I don't like this.
So we continue to play the game.
The pictures. I don't like
We continue to play the game. And then Hunter's like, I'm gonna go check. So she stops playing the game to get up and go look. She's like, Alyssa, I think you need to call Jacob.
No, this is when you evacuate Chili. You evacuate the dog.
That's what I did. Before even looking, I got up and I got the dog and I put the dog outside. And I said, Hunter, how escaped is the snake? And she said, it's okay. And I said, okay. So I left Chili where she was.
Chili the chinchilla.
You might not be able to tell.
Oh,
but
I can tell.
The glass. That whole length over here, because he pushed up against it with his body while up there, and then he stuck his head out.
Yeah, that's not okay.
Now, mind you, as well, that I told Jacob, I said, hey, should we feed the snakes before we go on this trip? He's like, nah, they have another week, it's fine. So they're due to be fed this week. They haven't eaten yet. He's the friendly one, but not when he's hungry. And so he's looking, he's like, are you gonna feed me or what? So I called Jacob. We decided it is too dangerous to put him in a container, and I take the snake stick and I poke him gently. It's curved. It's nice. I poke him back into the hole and then make him get down. I poke him back in the hole. I open the right door, slide it so it covers that hole so he can't crawl through, right?
But now the door is open.
But now the door is open about a foot. So then
This is not a good fix.
So then I have to poke his backside to get him to slither off of the light so that way I can duct tape it closed, right? So I have to get him to slither off the light, but not towards me because he's hungry, right? So he comes down and he starts to coil, and then he's facing me and he starts slithering towards my hand. So like I'm trying to close the door, but it's like it's stuck because the other door is off the rails. I'm like, Hunter! Like Jacob's still on FaceTime. I'm like, Hunter! I close it. It was okay. He didn't try to attack or anything. I think he was just being friendly. But I didn't take it as friend. I took it as foe. So it was very scary. So then I had Hunter hold the duct tape, and we fashioned a duct tape hole thing to cover it.
I'm assuming she's putting the pictures in so you can see too, not just me.
And that is what it currently looks like.
That's
Jacob
unsafe.
didn't fix it yesterday, so
That is
we're
unsafe.
this is what we're working with.
I like how you left the tape up there, my emergency tape.
Yep. And then that night I put Chili in the bathroom, so she
Yeah.
was behind a closed door.
Yeah.
Just in case.
Yeah,
And
good
then I didn't
thinking.
come downstairs until Jacob came home, and Jacob checked to make sure the snake was there. And he didn't even try to get out, and I'm telling you, there are so many layers of tape on this that there's no way that he could get out. I don't think. So, when I get home today, fingers crossed, I'm pretty sure he's gonna be there.
Where's Chili? Still in the bathroom?
No, she's back in the living room.
Why would you leave your poor, helpless
Because-
little chinchilla?
I think it's okay. So that's due to be fixed tomorrow. And that was the pop that made me just
That's not a good pop.
like if it was up to me, I'd get rid of them because they're scary. But he likes them, so we keep living in fear every day.
Rice Krispie treats? That's a good pop. Snake
Yeah.
breaking glass? Bad pop.
Bad pop. And this has been Stitching at the Cabin with
Good
Julie
week.
and Alyssa Casey. We hope to see you next week around the same time. Good evening, folks, and good night.
Now they know their last names.